The Speaker of the Parliament, Gramoz Rucci, responded to the DP Chair Lulzim Basha's accusations of lack of transparency from FEAR, where he declared that the constitutional proposal of the DP is available on the official website of the Assembly. At a meeting with teachers, Prime Minister Edi Rama said that in addition to the innovation of free textbooks, the government will also ban the use of cell phones in schools. Ministers Jik Nouri and Bushati inspected the investments being carried out in the road segment Melgush-Med, together with the head of the Albanian Road Authority, Afrim Cendro. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, the 14th of September 2018. Welcome to the English edition of Aura News. My name is Alexandra and I'm here to bring you the day's top stories from across the country translated into English. In the same vein as Prime Minister Rama and other voices within the Socialist Party, Parliamentary Speaker Gramoz Rucci says that politicians' vetting is the subject of justice reform. With this statement from FEAR, the Speaker of the Parliament gave the Democratic Party the confirmation that constitutional change is unnecessary. Despite this, the proposal does remain on the table and will be discussed between the parties according to parliamentary procedures. Of course, vetting of politicians has already been discussed in the past. It will already occur by organic law, which has been adopted by a broad consensus in the Albanian Parliament in a similar fashion to the decriminalisation law. The legal vetting of politicians is an aspect of judicial reform. However, let's wait. The initiative is present, it is on the discussion table, will be discussed and will be judged and will be deployed at the right moment, said Gramoz Rucci. Rucci said that this DP initiative was published on the Parliament's website and was made available to the MPs, thus responding to Basha's accusations on Thursday that the Speaker of the Parliament, by order of Rama, did not publish it on the website. This draft has been submitted to the Albanian Parliament according to the parliamentary procedures. Yesterday was the deadline for announcing the session of the Parliament and it was introduced in the parliamentary programme. It was copied and made available to the deputies and it was published on the website of the Albanian Parliament, reiterated Gramoz Rucci. The Democratic Party has proposed the initiative, which requires the support of all political forces for the implementation of the vetting process for MPs, the Prime Minister, ministers, mayors and heads of constitutional institutions. As Lulzim Basha promised a day earlier, MPs of the Democratic Party, Yoriva Tabaku and Enkeled Ali Beyai, has published facts claiming that under the sovereignty of the Socialists, gambling venues are multiplying. They went on to accuse Minister Fatmir Jafai of intervening to hand over the industry to the criminal gangs that cooperate with his brother. Meanwhile, according to the Democrats, Prime Minister Edi Rama has also asserted his influence, leaving monopolies in the hands of his brother, Olsi Rama. According to the Democratic Party, since 2013, gambling has doubled from 920 locations at that time to 4,200 today. Proof of the success of the education reform, according to Prime Minister Edi Rama, is the enrolment of 300 excellent students for the continuation of their studies in teaching. According to the head of the government, the state will cover all study costs. At the meeting with the teachers, Rama also responded to critics of the initiative for free textbooks who do not approve of the condition that they are returned undamaged. The Prime Minister said that it is not stressful to educate children not to damage the books. Explain why we want them back. It is neither a money issue nor a budget. Today, we provide free textbooks for 190,000 first to fourth grade children, plus all those with special needs. Within this mandate, we will give them free of charge from the first to ninth grades. It's not simply a matter of money. Sweden, one of the most social and wealthy countries, gives books for free and asks for them back at the end of the year, explained Edi Rama. Rama also introduced the new government project to ban mobile phones amongst both teachers and students. This year will be the year of a new era with the handset in school. We will not allow cell phones at school. They will not be allowed neither for children nor for teachers. They will be collected at the beginning of the lesson and received back at the end of the lesson. The first month, we will offer a grace period to allow for education of the new rule. In the second month, mobiles that are snuck into classrooms will be thrown into the trash and not returned, as they pose a pollution risk to the learning environment, expressed Edi Rama. Rama also said that for the preparation of children with special needs, there will be 700 extra teachers to assist on the ground. Transparency and accountability of the Albanian government has been assessed at a decrease of 3%, ranking our country 4th of the 6 countries in the region. All the governments of the region have regressed at different levels, with the exception of Macedonia. According to the report of the network of civil society organisations in the region, the government marks 0% of transparency when talking about activities related to state money. In regards to the executive ministries, compared to countries in the region, lack of transparency and poor performance put only Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kosovo behind us. Also, according to this report, 29% of executive agencies do not have a website. The Banking Supervision Agency and the Regional Health Agency are the worst performing, with 0% of institutional transparency. To carry out this study, the network of Oriental Services of the civil society in the region took into account 80 indicators for 275 institutions, collecting 15,000 pieces of data over the period December 2017 to February 2018. Minister of Infrastructure and Energy, together with the Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs and the Director of the Albanian Road Authority, inspected the investments being carried out in the road segment of Melgush-Mjed. The entire 7-kilometre length of this road is seeing the addition of road signs and other improved road safety measures. Minister Gjiknuri emphasised the readiness of the government to respond promptly to the demands of the community for those road axes where problems arise. Here we are in a segment that has to do with the increase of road safety and the improvement of signalisation that form part of the maintenance program that the Albanian government has launched this year. Here in the Shkodra region, we are addressing some very important road segments for the citizens. In practice, this is one of the ways in which the protection barriers and the entire security part are being set in response to the community's sensibility. This process will be completed very soon, and we will have a road that meets the required standards, said Damian Gjiknuri. Meanwhile, Minister Ditmir Bushati said that this infrastructure intervention is just one of many investments that the government has undertaken for the municipality of Vaudeis. The investment of the Albanian government for this road is among other investments that the government has created in the municipality of Vaudeis. We are also completing the road safety section that we hope will increase the quality of this road and will minimise accidents, because until now, this road has been unprotected and a source of accidents, said Ditmir Bushati. The intervention in Melgush-Mjed will also see repairs made to the damaged parts of the asphalt layers, road marking and road safety measures added, new thermoplastic coating, the installation of protective barriers and delineators, a refresh of the horizontal and vertical signalisation, as well as repairs to the drainage canals. With just a few days remaining until the beginning of the new school year, many educational institutions in Lesja are suffering significant problems with infrastructure. One such institution is the 9-year school in Ishul Shinjin, whose facilities are completely debilitated. This requires a complete reconstruction. While the interventions are partial, how much is there to spend for the school year, said Ded Luli, the school director. Regardless of the partial interventions that are being implemented by the municipality, this school does not meet the standards for the normal development of the teaching process. Certainly, these conditions affect the quality of teaching and also the health of the children, stated Ded Luli. The problem has been accepted by the Director of Education in Lesja, Bardok Pulai. He says the municipality must draft a project for full reconstruction of this school. Schools are having problems with their infrastructure, but the municipality needs to conduct projects in order to fund the reconstruction of these schools, said Bardok Pulai. There are more than 250 students receiving their education from this school, despite their health being endangered by the humidity. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join me again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news from Albania. Once again, on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.